Welcome. Thanks for coming to the press conference to announce the new men's basketball coach at the University of the District of Columbia. We're obviously thrilled, and today is a momentous occasion for this university and for the Firebird Athletic Department. So thank you again, everyone, for coming. Let's get started. What we're going to do today is we're going to hear some words from our Director of Athletics, Patricia Thomas. Then we will hear from the new men's basketball coach, Mike Riley. And then from there, we'll open up to questions if anyone has questions, and that will be the agenda for the day. So let's go ahead and get started without further ado. I'd like to introduce our Director of Athletics, Patricia Thomas.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am so excited and absolutely elated to have Mike Riley on board as our head men's basketball coach. He really needs no introduction, but let me just make a few remarks about Michael. He has experienced a tremendous amount of success in the men's basketball world. He has coached successfully on the highest levels. He was part of an NCAA national championship program. He's participated in many Final Fours. He's coached on the Olympic level. He was, and I do remember this vividly, was a very successful student athlete as well on the NCAA Division I level. And Michael is a product of Washington, D.C. He loves this city more than anyone I have ever met. And his connections, not only throughout Washington, D.C., but the entire metropolitan area and really across the country, his connections are tremendous. He's extremely well respected in the basketball community. And Michael obviously knows this university and understands this university very well. He has developed wonderful relationships across campus and in this community, and that's very, very important aspect of what he's about to accomplish with the young men. But more importantly, Mike Riley is a person of integrity. His work ethic is second to none. And now he has even more of a reason to be in this building 24 hours a day, and I know that he will continue to do that. But he will develop an outstanding rapport with the young men under his leadership. He's a mentor. He will guide them. He will ensure that they achieve academic success. He will ensure that they are viable members of this community and that they will go out and serve the community. And I have no doubt that we will be very, very successful in the East Coast Conference, on the hardwood, and throughout the NCAA as well. But Michael is a good, honest person, and I trust him with everything that I have within me, and I just know that he's going to do a tremendous job, and he is going to make this university very, very proud to have him as our head coach. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Riley.
Appreciate everyone coming out. I like to start off by saying I want to thank the Dr. James Lyons, interim president of our university, and also want to thank the Director of Athletics, Patricia Thomas. When you take these jobs, people always ask, are you going to win? These jobs are taken by people, and I think they always think they're going to win. I'm not any different. I think that we can win. What I like to do first, though, is build a program. Build a program by putting things in that you know that you can do, that you feel comfortable with. And that's what we plan to do. I think that I've been fortunate enough to be around some pretty good coaches. I was coached by Lawrence Bradford, who played here and worked here, my high school coach Harold Dean, and my college coach John Thompson. And if someone would ask me about my philosophy, I would tell them that I'm going to take a little bit from each one of those guys and create my own Mike Riley philosophy. We plan on recruiting people that would represent the university, We will sell them on the fact that we have diverse academic programs and degrees here that are unlimited, and we will sell them on that. We will sell the people that are out of town on the same things, but we also will sell them on Washington, D.C. And if you will, the dichotomy of having job opportunities after they graduate, along with entertainment here in the city. You know, when I first came here 4 years ago or so, I was talking to Jay Butler, our women's basketball coach, and he was trying to explain to me about this formula that he was using to get into the NCAAs. We were independent, and he said that, you know, if we play at school from this region and we play this school, and I said, we've been very fortunate a couple of years ago with the direction of our director of athletics, Patricia Thomas, to steer us into a league. And it's great to be in the league because you know if you win, you're in. You have to worry about the formulas and things like that. So I think from that standpoint, the East Coast Conference is a very good conference, very competitive conference, and very happy to be in the conference. I'd like to end my statement by saying that, you know, in the gym, there's a banner up here. And I guess right over here, Will Jones won a national championship. On this side, Jay Butler has an NCAA banner that's in there. I'm not going to do a Joe Namath right now, and I'm not going to predict anything. I'm not going to predict the championship, I'm not going to predict the NCAA. But I would like, as a coach here, to leave some mark, a positive mark, something that we do, that we call ourselves. And I think Jay Butler has done a good job of that. Something that we say, hey, this is the way we did it. And that's how we want to build a program, by saying the school is very big on sustainability, and that's what we want to do. We want to have a program and have sustainability so we have the opportunity to win every year. I want to say thanks to all those people that sent me texts, some of them here right now, and emails of goodwill. But, you know, as everything in this business, the camera goes away, the podium goes away, and you have to go back and do the real work of recruiting, getting kids, and trying to win. And at the end of the day, that's going to be important to me, that we win. But we want to make sure, in all cases, that we're doing it the right way. And I think by building a program, we'll have that there so we can sustain that year after year after year. Thank you. I'm going to give it back to you.
Now I just open it up to anyone that has any questions. Now would be the time. Feel free. Mr. Yo.
Well, I know you're going to be a great coach, Mike, because without sure coaching and coach me to win some championships, football and basketball.
I appreciate you saying that, but, you know, go ahead.
My question is, does your program, the building a program, does it include study halls? Does it include things of that nature where the actual players are on the schedule, daily schedule, so you kind of know what they are, what they're doing?
It's a good question. You know, Patricia Thomas put together a very good group of associate ADs that work here. And I'm a great believer. And if I need an electrician, I call the electrician. If I need a plumber, I call the plumber. In this case, maybe both people, but I let them do their job. And we will figure out what we need to do as we go along. We don't just say, and I'm a believer in this, I don't say, well, everybody has study hall at this time, because everybody can't do things at the same time. We'll see where the need is. It's just like in athletics, if somebody needs to work on something, we'll work on those things. I'll obviously confer with Kendra Green, and we'll have conversations about that, and she'll be able to give me some information about where strengths and weaknesses lie, and based on that, I'll determine which direction we go. Good answer, Kendra?
Hi, Mike. Mike, you touched on it in your opening statement, but what made you want to coach at UDC?
You know, if you look, you can't see everything, but they have a strong history here. I'm from Washington, D.C., born and raised, actually within walking distance of the university here. I came up here in the 80s and I watched UDC play in basketball. They were very successful, but I also, as a younger kid, watched Federal City College, which you all know is a part of the university, play football. So I've been around and watched the history of the school. I know a lot of people that graduated from here, and most of our alumni band went to my high school. So I have an attachment here to the university. It's not just come up. When I came up here to work, Patricia asked me to come up here some years ago. I knew a lot of people on the campus. So it's not just something that you come here and just a part of. I've been part of the university for a while in some way. Regis, you have a question?
Mike, you talked about when you start to recruit how you'd like to sell your prospective student athletes on the city of Washington, D.C. What can you tell them about your experience and what makes the city so great?
Well, Washington, D.C. is what it is. I mean, Washington, D.C. has the government with the nation's capital. We have opportunity. I mean, you have people that have gone to school, and I'll use examples of people like Jasmine or Ty Miller that came to school here, and they didn't know that when they came to school here that they would continue and work here. They've got great opportunities here, and they're working here. And I don't know if they could have got that opportunity where they came from. Washington, D.C. would be the mecca of the melting pot of people coming here and being able to get an education at affordable university, and then going out to the work world and being able to get a job. So I think it's very simple. If you're not going to play professional, whatever sport you're in, then you want to get a job. And this is an ideal city to get a job because of all the opportunities here. Good.
All right, Mike, you did all your schooling in D.C., grew up in D.C. Talk about how special an opportunity it is to put a stamp on your city's only public university.
Well, as you said, I'm from around this area, and to be up here, and I probably have gotten, which I'm very, very grateful. I don't know how many, 20 or so emails or calls from the university. But I've also had not quite as many, but maybe half that many from outside of the university of people that heard. And I don't know what Matt did to get it out, but as soon as it went out, I started getting emails and calls from people. Matter of fact, the first couple of calls when I answered my phone, I didn't even realize they were calling about, because it happened so quickly, and people were saying congratulations. So I'm from around here. It's a great opportunity for me. Quite frankly, I wish my mother was alive, because she would be very, very proud of the fact that I would be here at this moment talking about an opportunity to come to the University of District of Columbia. District of Columbia, the university is a city university. It's not just, everybody claiming to go to school here. Most people around here have some type of degree from the University of District of Columbia, because this is the city university that people came. So the people that I will serve as far as going out and talking to, I bet you I'll run into a lot of parents that will say, oh, I went to UDC.
Thank you for coming. Really appreciate it. I know it's hot in here, so we do appreciate it, and we'll look forward to what happens on the basketball court this year. So one last final round of applause for Coach Riley.